Absolutely. All right.
I have a better relationship with my ex now than I did when we were married.
That is a true story. I am a witness to both the
I,
marriage
I have
and
a
the
pretty good
after.
relationship with my ex.
These are all good points. All right, we're gonna press. We're gonna press. What are we coming in with? What are we coming in? Anybody got any requests?
I want the bluegrass one.
Bluegrass. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So more blues than bluegrass, but it's okay. We'll go blue. We'll call it that.
I was thinking about weed.
I think it's this one. We're gonna find out. Here we go. Drank all the booze in the doggy hay. Drank up all the booze. Who let him in? And nobody knows. In the doggy hay, where you go? In all the blues. In the doggy hay, where is the booze? And the doggy hay. Where is all the booze?
Yo, Debo. That's my new favorite. Not even my new. That's my favorite song still.
That thing.
Number one on the charts. That gets me hyped every time I listen to it.
You throw that in on the workout routine.
I'm putting that. That's going to be number one. So when you're still not quite into your workout yet, you need that hype.
Right.
Usually I have Kanye.
Right.
Power. No
Sure.
one man should have all that power. But that's been moved down the playlist in favor of Hendertucky Hank.
Man, Hendertucky Hank, man, he's doing okay. I like that version of it. And I think there's one of the things I say that's really excited about the show is it's giving me reasons to make music, and that song right there is just so much fun, man. And there's more to come. There's a couple of good fun ones that we haven't got a chance to even really play with. So yeah, man, it's a good jam. You know what's funny?
Interesting you say that. That's how I felt about some people when I was still married before my divorce. Was that there's a couple of good fun ones that I haven't had a chance to play with.
Feels like you doubled down. But yeah, that I mean, it makes sense, and a nice introduction to our topic for the day, which we will get to in just a minute. But real quick, dude, I feel like we left Gas Cap Lady out there with no gas, and just kind of never never came back to it. So shout out.
Well, we were waiting to find
to hear back from her, right? Yeah, and our emails, we got like 2 or 3 leads, but they were all just people just trying to get free coffee. So
yeah, I don't blame you people.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Well. Sorry, I got lost there. I had to look over my.
So all the leads, we didn't get any good leads.
No, we didn't. Excuse me. Thank you. We didn't get any good leads on her, so we're gonna have to double check back with Gas Cap Lady because
we did get somehow Bill from overseas.
England, yeah, Bill from England
was trying to claim that he knew Gas Cap Lady. He met her in Venice.
Yeah.
But he couldn't identify her. He didn't have any way for us to contact her.
Did he? Was her cap on or off? He didn't say.
Well, apparently he saw her at one of the cap optional beaches.
It must have been in San Diego. Must have been. That was a good place. Well, dude, we are going to be hopping into a high five today, and a unusual one at that. A personal one at that. We may even call in a couple special guests to talk about this. But you know what? I'm gonna back up here. I'm gonna back up a second. I'm gonna look into we got G in the booth back there. Thank you for backing that up. I'm gonna put this up because I still have the original Dude and Debo because of that Hendertucky Hank song. We use that back rack. Okay, here we go. So we're going what's the word? Visual.
All the way live.
Yeah, there you go. In the booth there. Can I get that first slide? Can I get that back one? Because we're going, there it is. We're going all the way live, and there it is. The Dude and Debo season 3. Yeah, man. A couple of new visuals to us, so we can just kind of also be in your face as well as in your ear. Is that better? No, that wasn't okay. All right. So high five for today. We're going to be jumping into. Thank you. There you go. I like that, man. That's it's like Spider-Man comic. Trying to hook me up with a high five. Yeah, I appreciate that. So high five today on what the dude was talking about earlier, relationships, but more or less in that relationship when it doesn't work out, and we're using the word divorce here. I mean, divorce is a strong word, El Dunarino, because you could say breakup. Couldn't you say breakup? No,
not if you're married.
Right, because you've signed paperwork.
Because now it's legal.
Yeah, because
we was legal. To verify, we was legal.
And it's a breakup, but it's not. But it is, but it's not. And some people.
I mean, you can say that I'm a bit pessimistic because I've been married and divorced.
Yeah.
But I feel like the only difference from what you're saying and the only difference in this relationship from another one,
right,
is that it's legal. All it is a breakup.
It's a breakup.
But because you entered into this legal agreement, now you got to go through all the bullshit that comes along with that.
I agree. I'm going to do a quick phone a friend, and see if the phone a friend picks up. You never know when it comes to the phone a friend. Look, that works. Let's see here.
Is this the sup with you?
A little bit of sup with you. A little bit of yo. Are you in the bathroom?
No, I'm actually on your Zoom.
Oh, you made it in? Oh, we were calling.
Yeah, I'm listening to you right now.
Oh, you are? Okay, good. Well,
I'm gonna hang up right now.
Well, I mean, you don't have to.
I'm gonna hang up and listen. This is like old school AM radio.
I'm gonna hang up on the phone so then you can talk to me over my Zoom call.
Okay. All right, we'll hang up on the phone. We'll get you on the Zoom.
Cool.
All right, go ahead. Our special guest going to be coming in. I guess he's going to knock on the door and come in the room here. But I didn't see who has control. I don't have. I think
that would be me. Do I need to let him in?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, man's knocking.
Come on, this is Nelly, bro. Let me in. Donald Trump, Bill Gates, let me in.
So did he make it?
I'm here, Dwayne.
Oh, I can't see you, but I can hear you. That'll work. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our first guest of the show, Mr. Joe.
How you doing, guys?
Was it Joe?
It was Joe. Yeah, I gave him a Kumite entrance. There you go.
There it is. Joe, what's going on, man?
Hey, trying to survive, man. Struggle.
So to give you some insight on Joe, and Joe, we just busted our topic for the day, which is divorces, and Dude was going over a little bit about the divorce in his life. And before we get to our high five, I went to you because we are in 2021. I almost said 2020, and it's been an interesting year. And as we go through divorces, you're going through one right now. And a lot of what we've talked about in the past about the COVID and the year and how it's been, we really wanted to reach out with somebody who's going through this BS right now and to get their insights. So Joe, I mean, talk to me, man. I mean, Josh says it's not like a breakup. You're going through it. Talk to me, man. How's it hanging in there in this situation?
It's been tough, trying to get the paperwork completed, but I didn't want it to be ugly between me and her because we have 3 kids, and it's just been tough, financially as well, right? Because of course, I've got to come up with some kind of alimony. California does not have a fault divorce, meaning whoever's at fault, it doesn't matter. Whoever is the breadwinner has to provide alimony.
Right.
So, but in this situation, we are living paycheck to paycheck.
Uh-huh.
So, and the problem is as well is like I work from home, she works from home.
Mm-hmm.
Harder for her because she has to bring in her clients into her office.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can't really provide her with, funds for her to be able to move out.
Right.
So we're still in the stage where we're trying to figure out what to do.
Right.
That
sounds like limbo.
It is.
Sounds like this teeter totter of walking on eggshells to a small extent. And let me interrupt you, Joe, and we're gonna come right back to Josh. When you were in this part of the situation, when you were in this limbo state, when you were in this, what's going to happen next state, what was going through your mind, brother?
Man, so I was listening to that and I was thinking, thank God I didn't have kids with my ex-wife. Like, how much more would that have complicated that situation? That's because I in our particular situation, I was the breadwinner. I didn't have to worry about alimony or any of that. So I was just thinking like, I lucked out listening to Joe talk about that.
You got another G.
Also, I didn't. Yeah, I felt it was. I got another G.
Did we lose? By the way, I don't see G. Is G still here? Did we lose G?
We had to make room for Joe.
Oh, okay. We got.
I'm
Oh no,
here.
he's there. There he is. There you go. He got the dark screen. He's always back there in the witness protection program. All right, cool. Okay.
I also didn't want to make my divorce ugly because my wife already took care of the ugly part.
At the level 11.
I'm sorry if you're listening. That's you already understand my sense of humor, and we're divorced, so fuck it.
That's funny. But you didn't want to make it ugly. You didn't want to make it crazy. So
No, I didn't want to make it ugly. I didn't want to make it crazy. Fortunately, she didn't either. So ours was relatively easy from a interpersonal situation.
Okay.
She already had a place to go. She already had somebody else she wanted to live with. So that was an easy transition. So really for me, it was just the paperwork and the financial, stuff involved with the legal aspect of it. No kids, no property, no COVID.
Right.
So, it was really easy all the way around, except for obviously the emotions that come with it. That was the difficult part for me.
And you know what? That leads me to what I was going to ask Joe next. How is that portion of it? I mean, I can say from a personal standpoint, and I don't mind telling people that I cry once a week because of COVID and the stresses, that it's brought on. I mean, it's put me personally in interesting boxes. But I'm not dealing with a divorce. So I ask you, Joe. I mean, how is the mental holding up, brother? How is the whole inside of you holding up through all this?
It sucks, man. Bottom line, it sucks. It brings you down to depression. Just trying to figure out the future of the kids. Future for myself. It's just the everyday life. It's gonna change. I know it, right? And living situation, trying to figure out where the kids will be at. And, I've been with the kids every single day. I spent so much time with them. I'm their coaches for basketball, for soccer, now for jiu-jitsu. So I spend a lot of time. So my main goal is really, I want to be with my kids. Having 1 week out and one week in and 1 week out is going to be difficult.
Well, I'll say this from a divorced child standpoint, and I'm not sure. I think I might. No, I'm not the only one on the show. They can say that when parents split up, it's interesting. It definitely, and to each their own. In my personal situation, my parents weren't at each other's throats. Right? They weren't, yelling at each other and you did this to me. And level 11, they weren't they weren't doing that to me. But I know in other situations that is the case. And in this breakup as a child, I remember when I went through it, there was a lot of emotions, but I got to be honest, man, I was so young that I did not really understand all these emotions. I was really just reaching at what my parents told me. So when they told me that they didn't hate each other and that they loved each other and that it just wasn't going to work out, I believed them. I was like, okay. And they were like, yeah, like, you know, like, it's just not going to work out. Like, we tried and we don't hate each other, but it's just not going to work out for us. So we're going to love you kids.
We don't hate each other. Your dad just won't stop fucking other people.
This is very true. This is a very true statement. And so since he won't stop fucking other people, we're gonna go ahead and stop pretending this thing is happening anyway. So and they did. They split up, and my parents, my parents remained friends. I got to be honest. My parents went to many functions. Walked me down the aisle together with the wedding. And remain friends. So Joe, I know where this is going, but I heard what you said about what's going to happen to the kids in the future, and your kids aren't leaving you, which is the nice part, right? I mean, yes, they're going to go away physically at times, but they're not leaving you, and they still love you.
Can I ask, Joe, how old are your kids?
I have a 15, 13, and an 8-year-old. So the 8-year-old is oblivious. He doesn't really care. He just decided to have 2 homes.
Right.
But then the 2
Christmases.
It's a little harder for them.
Right.
My daughter is more affectionate to my wife. My son, my oldest son, he's closed up, so he's not opening up at all.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a struggle. Just kind of a little hard to deal with right now. And of course,
go ahead.
For being in high school, my he doesn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
So
yeah, of course.
I can't just move in to somewhere else where it would be more convenient for me and for her. It seems like we have to stay at the same place to make things work for the kids. And plus, this is their environment. This is where their friends are at. So we're trying to keep it here. But again, living situation right now, it's tough. We both live in the same house. We don't argue. I mean, I've kind of accepted it and kind of living day to day.
Right.
But, it's what I have to go through right now.
On this show, Joe, all you have to do is tell G your problems, and he'll make him feel small and insignificant for some reason. G, what could you tell my man? I mean, did you go through a divorce one time?
Yeah.
Did you go through a divorce 2 times?
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure you could one up somebody.
The first time was just practice.
Yeah. Before, I just wanted to make sure before G came on the mic, he was like, "Calm down, son. I've done this twice." As a G. But go ahead, G. What can you help out my man just a little bit with this situation?
Well, Madison was she was used to us not doing anything together anyway and living in the same house.
Okay.
And she was used to me not sleeping in the bedroom and living in the same house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we were married, but we weren't married. We didn't do together things. Mm-hmm. Madison was either with her, which really wasn't that often, or she was with me, which was most of the time. So when we actually got divorced, it wasn't a big deal for Madison.
Madison is your daughter.
Yeah, it wasn't a big deal. Her spending time over there with her mom, her spending time with me, she was used to that routine already.
Mm-hmm.
So
what do you think? What do you think was the hardest part? Because she was how old at the time?
No, she was 8.
Okay, yeah, so a little oblivious of what's going on.
Yeah, and she didn't like her mom anyway, so right. She tried to get her mom arrested.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
which was interesting.
I mean, I picked up the phone a couple times and was like,
yeah, she
maybe,
yeah.
Well, because at that point though, my parents were like, "Well, call him. Go ahead, let him take your way."
She went to school and told the teachers and principal that her mom beat her and locked her in the basement.
Oh my God!
We didn't have a basement, and she used a pot and a pan and a skillet and a shoe and a brick.
My shoe.
Yeah.
Wow.
And all this stuff, and the principal called me because, like I said, I was the one in Madison's life mostly.
Right.
So the principal knew me, so she called me and said, "Hey, we got Madison here in the office, and I'm gonna need you to come down. And so I went down up the street 2 blocks and went to the principal's office, and she said, look, normally we would have to call social services when we have something like this, but we're not going to because we just started adding things in to Madison's story and she just blended it in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
She said, so you got a spanking? Yes. And your mom hit you with the belt? Yes. And she hit you with the shoe? Yes.
Yeah,
and
all
she
of
hit
it.
you
Whatever
with
you
the
want
pot?
to say. Yeah.
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 Too.
Yeah. And
3 people come out of the closet? Yeah.
So we didn't believe her.
Yeah.
But we wanted to let you know that this is what's going on.
Wow. That's
So your daughter started doing backup for James Brown. Yeah.
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 Pretty much.
Oh.
So it was a lot easier. But for Joe and the 15-year-old, the thing, does he know or she know why you guys are getting divorced?
That's a really good question.
Yeah. We've explained that it's just not working out we don't fight at all. Just I guess it's
what I want to know is, did they see it coming, or was this just a blind side? Because if they saw it coming, then it's easier to cope with the whole.
Definitely was a blind side.
Yeah, see, that's the hard part right there.
Yeah.
Because normally, if there was some kind of trouble, they can associate the trouble with the divorce.
But I accept what you're saying, G, in fullness. But the other side of that coin is, I believe that it makes an easy cleanup.
Not really.
No, but I mean,
which one makes it easy?
Well, no mess, no cleanup is where I was looking at it. I understand where you're at with a 15-year-old and where he's changing in life and what he's grasping a hold of and all that.
Yeah.
But my point is no mess, no cleanup. So if I'm just saying, if the kids have seen it coming because of the trouble in life, and then all of a sudden now they have resentment towards one or the other, versus now where they're just going to go, what? 2 people couldn't get along? All right, well, I still love them both. Bang, bang.
See, it's a cause and effect for these kids today. It's not. If there's no cause,
I see what you're saying.
They don't understand the effect.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
Is that new math
today? Yeah, that's new math.
Long math.
Because kids today, if they don't see what the problem is, then they don't understand the outcome of the problem. You understand?
Joe, let me ask.
Go 2 + 2 equals 4, but if you go 2 + 2 equals
22.
8 divided by 2. No, 8 divided by 2.
It does.
Oh, I see.
Yes, sir.
Then they
4th
won't
grade.
understand that.
Yeah.
Okay. So if they understand the cause,
right,
and they say the effect. Back when we were younger, it was a totally different thing. It was like, okay, we're not getting along. Cool. See ya.
I agree. I agree with you, G, with the cause and effect in this age of the kids
today need a cause and effect.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If you do this, then this is going to happen. And if they don't see it, then it's going to make it difficult for them. That's just how come you have more kids today in therapy and not talking to their parents.
Well,
because they don't understand what happened between their parents. How come they couldn't hold it together until at least I graduated? Something like that.
Yeah.
I went to therapy instead of talking to my parents because my dad would say, "You want a reason to cry? I'll give you a reason to cry."
Yeah, but that's how we grew up.
That is.
Kids today, they don't do that. We don't beat our kids like we got beat.
No.
We don't go get that switch off the tree, and don't you get me one of those weak ones.
Well, but I mean, today is the reason why.
But today's kids is more like, okay, because you did this,
right? Cause and effect.
You're going to be in timeout for this amount of time.
I don't, it's hard to disagree with this guy, with his cause and effect. But I find
it hard to disagree with him because he was a Navy SEAL, and I don't.
Is that just?
I don't want to ruin my day by disagreeing with them.
Still 2 sticks come at you. Well, let's throw this out here and make this a little more lighter, gentlemen. We're talking about divorces and a high five of divorces. So, and I had alluded to earlier, the divorce is no more than a breakup. But as we can hear in the truth of the conversation, it gets a little bit a little bigger. Let's ask here for the table for a quick high five of it. Reasons for divorce. We want to stick it into the bad, dude? You want to stick the bad gun?
No, just reasons.
Just reasons. Okay. So just high five reasons of the divorce, and I guess for three of you on the panel, you don't have to choose anything personal. Just choose something that's
most of my list is personal.
Well, then started with your list. Then El Duderino, why don't you give us something for the high five here? Reasons for divorce.
High five reasons for divorce. Your wife would rather fuck a yogi.
Your wife would rather fuck. What's a yogi?
Yoga instructor.
Oh, a yoga instructor. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's all flexible and shit, or because
maybe.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't get that far, and I didn't start asking for the reasons. I was like, wait a minute. So I just need to stretch more? Or?
He had a downward dog that
just there it is. There it is.
His doggy style was something else.
Oh, dude's been waiting for that his whole life.
Where were you 6 years ago?
So good. Oh, so reasons for divorce, just so it's on the table again. Wife wants to fuck a yoga instructor. That's a reason. That is a okay, there you go. That's a reason. Put that on the board. No more comments. I think dude's gonna mic drop that one. Can I slide over this Hefe? You got any reasons for divorce? Yeah, go for it.
Man, I could go so many ways right now.
What did you say? Did you say death? Did you,
Death.
You just put like loud right at the beginning.
No. Death does not count for this one. I can completely say with utmost confidence.
Yeah, please don't.
Death does not go for this one.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna say money problems, man. I know some people that just are like maybe spendaholics, or they just can't agree to pay the bills or that sort of thing. Get into
budgetary
debt.
Disagreements.
Yeah,
budgetary disagreements.
Huge budgetary disagreements. Yeah,
that's a big one.
Not like McDonald's and shit. Not like a Coke or fries kind of budgetary disagreements, but like rent.
Dwayne wants to have dinner at the ranch.
Dwayne's never had dinner at the ranch. So
want to have more than dinner.
A steer, maybe. Okay. So financial disagreements, yoga instructors. Joe, you ready to take a stab at reasons for divorce?
Well, yeah. Apparently, my wife said she couldn't see me being with her in the next 5 years.
Lack of vision
in her future.
Vision issues.
Lack of vision. Needs glasses. There you go. Lack of vision for the future. Reasons for divorce. Okay.
They say hindsight's 20/20, but they don't say foresight is 20/20.
That's just true.
But the problem is hindsight's not 20/21, so it didn't work out.
No,
so yeah. All right. Wife doesn't see you in the future, so you get the.
Did you look? What do you mean you can't see me? Where were you looking?
Yeah, I was in the bathroom.
I'm over here, bitch. Okay, all right.
So were you just looking in the yoga studio?
Did you? Can you look over the yoga instructor and find me right here?
What else can you see in the future? Can you see the lotto numbers in the future? Because while you're looking,
while you're there,
yeah,
we can help this money situation.
Wow,
right?
Yeah, that's right. Which we obviously disagree on all the time. All right. G, can I get a reason for a divorce? Reason for a divorce out there?
Oh, we just grew apart.
Oh, grew apart.
Yeah, two separate train tracks right there.
I mean, but is that similar to Can't See You With Me in the Future? Because they looked at the schedule and they were like, this stop.
No, because grew apart happens now.
Gradually?
Yeah.
It's not a future thing. Grew apart is like you planted the two trees, but you didn't put that rubber band that holds them together.
Yeah. And the root just kind of split itself. but it's still growing.
You did a long growth process on that one there, dude.
Yeah.
So you got the rubber band and stuff. That's funny.
Yeah.
So grew apart. Reasons for divorce grew apart. Okay.
I got grew apart. That was part of the her telling me what was going on with us was that we grew apart.
Did you tell her there was a yoga instructor in between you? That's why you were.
Well, I was like, hey, you can put that rubber band around the trees, but if you put a yoga instructor in the middle, the rubber band can't hold it.
A little difficult. All right, grew apart. So we're gonna slide over to Slagle. I'm gonna sit, gentlemen. So Slagle, what else
I
you got?
one more for you.
Death.
Oh, I
What
see.
else?
Just let the divorce people do this one. All right.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll just figure out how to let you guys, take a stab. Jeff's married.
I'm going to say that they're no longer like sexually attracted to their partner.
Oh,
Maybe someone gained some weight. Maybe someone maybe had an arm fall off, or who knows.
Yeah.
Maybe someone slid a little further down the Kinsey scale. How about that?
Listen,
Yes.
I'm a little done with your educated words. Okay, with this Kinsey scale. What the hell is a Kinsey scale?
So
They
there's
wrote
this
the sex manual.
sex therapist, sex researcher named Alfred Kinsey,
Uh huh.
and he has a scale 1 to 6, I believe. Don't quote me on
You have to
that.
stand on this bitch.
No, and if you're I may get the sides of the scale wrong, so
Okay.
bear with me here.
All right.
I'm just gonna pick a side and go with it.
Sure.
If you're a 1 on the Kinsey scale, then you're the straightest possible straight dude there can be.
Okay.
And if you're a 6 on the Kinsey scale, then you're the gayest possible gay dude there can be.
Okay.
And his belief, his assertion is that throughout our lives, the scale fluctuates for every person. Now, you may not go from 1 to 6. You might go from 1 to 2 back to 1 at some point in your life. You may go 1 to 1.3 to 1. Not everybody has the same fluctuation.
I understand.
But some people do go. Most people are not 1s and 6s.
Okay.
Most people are 2s and 5s.
Okay, 2s and 5s.
So
Joe,
you may go
are you
2 to 3 or 3 to 4, and that might affect your marriage.
Joe, on the Kinsey scale, what would you put yourself at? How gay or straight would you put yourself? 1 or 6 or 2 or 5?
1 being straight.
That question for?
It's the Kinsey scale is if you're gay, you're 6, and if you're straight, you're a 1, and anywhere in between is where everybody finds themselves. Where do you find yourself on the Kinsey scale?
Oh, jeez. Is that a question?
No, it's a real. Maybe because you got to find yourself. You got to know where you are. I mean, I want to say I'm probably about a 3. At my best, at my worst, I'm like a 3.5, maybe a 5.
I don't know, man.
Depending
It's an arrow, dude. I'm giving myself a 1.
So Joe's like a 0.
Joe's like, I don't even scale this shit. What are we talking about?
Like, I don't even need to think about it.
Remove the penis from my face. No. I understand, Joe. This is good. We were on divorce types and reasons for it, and it looks like we've come back over to Joe. Joe, reasons for a divorce. You only have to have one more because you had your verse already. So
2.
Well,
He had 2.
Oh, you had 2.
Reason for divorce?
He already had 2.
We are on one divorce. Well, he's actually still working on the first.
2.
Oh, he did. What was his other one?
He had can't see in the future.
And
No, he did not have can't see in the future. He said not sexually attractive.
that was Jeff.
It's Jeff, man. I'm writing these
that
down.
was.
G.
Yeah.
I got names.
Not
written next to 'em.
attractive?
Yeah.
Hey, I had a stroke.
Was that on the list?
Reasons.
That's
It should be on my list.
No, hey, I would disagree because you got that after married and she's still stuck with you. So I mean, I'm gonna take that off the list. Take that off. Sliding back over to Joe. Second reason for a divorce, there, Joe. Now you can get into a fantasy world. You don't have to give me the truth.
Well, I'll give you the truth. I mean, over the years, she said that, I wasn't paying attention to the small stuff. Like,
It's
I
really
saved a lot of
tiny.
money.
It's really tiny. You have to with one finger.
Yeah.
It's one. It's not a lot. It's really a small space.
I didn't have to buy a house. I didn't have to buy a car. You didn't have to buy the Louis Vuitton purses.
No.
Nope.
Just open the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was the biggest thing, and plus she never got over, things that I've done prior to marriage.
Oh, that's the best one. That's the best one. Wait. Wait a second.
Bringing up old.
Bringing up old shit. That's the best. Wait, time out. Wait a second. Bringing up old shit.
After
I'm writing that down.
18 years?
Yeah. Why? Bring it up. This has got to be like,
bring up old
I
stuff.
don't know, man. Why? Shit doesn't die. You know, why did Jesus go to the cross? For forgiveness for sins, but not from this woman. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Joe didn't go to the
Jesus
cross.
was
Maybe
never
Joe-
married.
But we blame Jesus for we just blame. We were like, thanks, bro. Thanks for doing that for us. You know what I mean? And then we're cool, right? Nope. Nope.
Bringing up old stuff.
I apologize, baby. Okay, well, I forgive you. Never.
We weren't even married, chick. We weren't even.
I want to know
together.
how she can see the small stuff from the future.
Yeah.
Like this is small stuff. I'm having a hard time seeing it from the present, obviously.
Dang.
So how could you see it from the future?
Bringing
up
old stuff.
This is decades
we are
old. You still got to correct your
we're not doing pet peeves in relationships, are we? Because I mean that's
That's a reason.
That is the reason.
damn
Pet peeves.
Oh,
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice one, Joe. By the
Wow.
way, and not a nice one, but nice one.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Schlegel, we're gonna
Yeah.
slide over to you, brother.
I got a good one. It just popped in my head.
Okay.
Got married too young. They
Yeah.
not
solid.
realistic
yeah.
about a lot of things. Just married too young. A lot of problems come with that.
G,
Well, yeah.
G, was that the problem for the first one or no? You were a little younger on that one.
No.
How old were
First
you?
one was my drinking.
Oh, okay.
Were you drunk when you got married?
Yes.
I think that was the problem.
Kind
I
of
was
lead
Navy.
in. Oh.
This
I was
sounds like a
Navy.
great idea.
I was still Navy through and through,
Wow.
which was a problem. So there you go.
All right.
So I was doing some research for It's Lit game a little later on. I didn't end up choosing this category to do the game, but I found in the research that couples married between the ages of 20 and 25 are 60% likely to get a divorce.
Get a divorce, yeah.
20
If you
to-
wait till you're older than 25,
Then
you're 24% less likely to get divorced.
yes.
So, okay. All right.
The reason because that is like what Jeff just said was the growing pains.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
when you're 20
Yeah.
or 25, the guys are ready to be their freakiest.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and women are just now coming into their
Self.
own sexuality
Mhm.
themselves.
Mhm.
So, you know, they've already, usually by the time they're 21, they've had their first lesbian experience.
I'm sorry. What?
And so, by the
I
time
wish
they
that
get
happened
together
when I
with
was-
somebody, by the time they get together with somebody, everyone's physical sexual part is already done.
Mm-hmm.
The emotional sexual part is just now beginning.
Can I go back to
That's just
21?
when- so
I just want
You
my
want
first.
to go back to the lesbian?
I want my first lesbian experience. That's all.
you can't have one.
Oh well.
Well, the other part of that is, you know, I'm certainly a different person. I approach the world differently at 35 than I did at 25.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
And I'm a few months from 40, and at 40, I'm going to be different than I was at 30, for example.
Yeah.
At 52, I
Ooh.
look at the world completely different than I did when I was in my 30s.
Right.
You know.
And so you got to assume your partner is probably changing as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
If you don't change at the
And
same
that changes,
rate,
you know,
you don't
changes
change on the
good.
same train tracks.
Yeah, that's exactly. If you don't change on the same switches, then things happen. And this is why you saw Ed Asner, which doesn't make any sense, but in his late 80s, early 90s, he divorced his wife.
Yeah, because he was a different person.
60 some odd,
Jesus.
70 years. You're going to get
At that
divorced
point,
now?
come on, Ed. Come
Yeah,
on,
just
man.
write
Don't
that
you just
out.
want to stick it out? You know,
No. I got stuff to do.
Somebody else.
Yeah, but
Like, what are
that's
you
what he
doing?
did. He waited until his late 70s, early 80s and said, okay, I want a divorce. And you're about as stupid as a bucket of rocks right there. What are you going to do?
G,
You
I'm
found
gonna
Viagra?
G, I'm gonna start with you to get out of here real quick. Rattle off any more that you may have for the high five for divorces. Do you have any more for the high five today?
No,
Okay.
I only had the one thing.
Okay.
Which was we grew apart.
Two divorces.
That was my reason for it. That was her reason for our divorce.
All right.
So I was cool with it.
All right.
I saw it. Well, yeah.
Slagle, any more reasons for the high five for divorce reasons today?
No, man. I can't. Nothing. I got nothing. I'm capped.
Yeah. Okay. Joe, any other reasons for a divorce that we're gonna take to a kumite here for a second?
Yeah. As far as what she's told me, it's like I'm not gonna wait, because I don't want to wait till like a year or two
might be
for us
over.
to I'm gonna be old. I'm gonna be used goods. If I wait.
Wow.
Right. That's kind of what it came up to be.
Wow.
Could you one more time? Because I lost a little bit of what we were talking about. What it would have been, but one more time, Joe. What was that reason?
She wants to divorce now because she doesn't want to wait any longer because any more longer she's going to be used goods, right?
Okay.
Too old to find one. Her looks will be different.
Okay, so you want a divorce because now I'm hot and in the future I'll be not hot. Yeah. Is that what we're saying? Is that
could be?
Am I getting that right?
This is also something that my ex-wife told me, and here's the issue I have with that, and this is what I told her. You want to leave someone who loves you for who you are, while you can still find someone who loves you for how you look. Wow. You realize that's going to change again. Like it's going to keep changing throughout your life. Yeah. So you're going to. Follow the logic. How is that going to work for you in the long run?
It only works to me on the senses as if you're trying to use bait to get something. That's the only way I can look at it to make sense. Is if you're saying that your bait's going to go bad, then you're never going to be able to get what you want because my worms
expires.
Yeah, shit expires. But I guess at that point though, I mean, can we just call that what it is? Somebody wants to go fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand what Josh, do you like going fishing? Putting the worm out there on the hook?
In this context, I do.
Yeah, right? Thank you. He's like, regular fish is bullshit.
But
you talking about my penis as a worm, this is perfect. I like it. Who's fishing? Who's fishing, people?
I just don't want to catch a catfish.
That's good.
There you go.
That's good. Nice 2000 reference.
You don't want that bottom feeder?
Yeah. No. He just wants to make sure she is who she says she is.
Just look like the picture is all.
Yeah, look like me? It looks like you. All right. Do we got enough to take
I got
this?
one more.
Oh, yeah, one more. Okay, we got one more. Okay, go for it.
Follow me here. It's gonna be, I gotta talk my way around this. I'm gonna millionaire this.
Oh, nice.
Death. I wanted to get to death before Slagle got to death. So if you're in a 50-50 state like California, which Joe is going to find out here soon enough, then maybe if you're not in the will as much as you might like to be, then maybe it's more financially beneficial for you to divorce this person before they die.
Good point.
Yeah.
Did you just morbidly say that like you should like say the hell with the relationship because when you die, I don't make money, but if I divorce you now, I make money.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
All right.
Let's
just
say
wanted to make sure I was online.
Let's say you're going fishing. Right? Let's say you're going fishing before you become used goods.
Yeah.
And you meet an older, wealthy person.
Okay.
I don't want to.
No context. No gender. Yeah.
Go either way.
Could be a dude. You never know. Yeah.
It could go either way.Ust me. I couldn't find an older. Person who was into me. But
I told you I was a 3, so you know.
Right. No, and that's the beauty of it. As a 3, you got more options. But either way, let's say you find an older, wealthy provider, and then you think you're going to be in good. In the will, and then you find out that maybe they're only going to leave you like a car and not one of the mansions. Well, then you get divorced, and then you get half of the shit.
Yep, especially in California.
That's cold. That's cold-blooded, dude.
Which is where I got divorced.
That's where I got divorced. I was just smart enough to do it before I had any shit.
I had to pay for 3 years.
You know, I just this was a sad.
I paid for 3 years.
It was a sad anniversary just recently with me and my wife when she said to me, you know, you're not working, and if we get divorced, you get money. And I was like,
Yep.
Yeah.
Ain't that a bitch? You know,
Guess you're stuck with me.
Guess I'm staying around because you got to pay to leave me. Okay.
Well, I was fortunate enough to get a divorce. To get divorced before the military saw that if I had waited one more year, if she had waited one more year, she would have been getting half of my pension.
There you go. Military service. There's another reason.
You're talking.
Military
I just so you guys know, you guys are talking to a guy with his head around the noose right now, and he's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm losing half of the shit as we speak. Just need to file the paperwork." Sorry about that, Joe.
That's my bad, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Everybody's over here. Yeah, we're gonna lose half. We're gonna lose it. Joe's like, damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, ain't this about a bitch?
I just walked away from most of it and started over again.
So that's gonna pull us to the end of the high five. And if I'm not mistaken, dude, in the meantime, has put together a small list of Kumite contenders. And I think, dude, are we gonna take a break, or are we gonna be able to go right to the Kumite?
I'm good either way.
Okay, we can go right to the Kumite. Duder, divorce. We're talking, a deep cut and a divide, right? But now we're going to debate the top 5, the high 5 reasons for divorce, and we're gonna leave those last 2. Can you give me the 5, the 4, and the 3, my man?
Yeah. So number 5 is, and I wrote it down as sexual interests changing. So maybe you're no longer sexually attracted to your partner for whatever reason.
We're just gonna put a yoga around that. I like that. Okay, what else we got? I like that.
Number 4 is grew apart.
Train tracks. No. Tree split.
Went in separate directions.
Tree split. Right.
Tree split.
Tree split. Okay. Separate directions. Didn't. Okay. All right. What else we got?
Number 3 is used goods. I wrote pawn shop.
Reason for divorce? Why? Because I'm in a pawn shop and this shit's got to go, man. All right. Yeah. And if I just wait too long, how much? No, how much? No, how much? You know,
highest bidder.
Highest bidder.
They could be looking at it as versus the pawn shop. They'd be looking at it. I'm an art piece.
Oh, there you go. Auction.
There, or a bottle of wine.
I like exactly. I was gonna go with the wine. I do better with age. Yeah, very nice. Yeah. Okay, so
but that's not really used goods, is what I was thinking. All right.
Well, she didn't see herself like that. So
yeah.
She saw.
So then I got 2 and 1 for the Kumite. Do you want me to announce 2 and 1?
I mean, they don't know if they're going. So let's see. I'll take the under if they don't want to go. But who do we got for the 2 and 1?
All right, so I got going into the Kumite. I got won't forgive old shit and brings up small stuff.
That's so perfect. Who was that? Who pulled that?
That was Joe.
Oh, Joe. All right, Joe could go to the Kumite today. He's never been to a Kumite, or somebody could take his place. So we got can't give up old shit. And what's going against what?
Going up against money problem.
Oh! Who's got the money? Is that Slagle on the?
That's Slagle.
Slagle on the
money
old
shit versus money problems.
All right, let me explain this to Joe really quick, and either way, we'll let Slagle go first. But Joe, this is how the Kumite works, brother. It is a shit talking battle. Okay, you are trying to prove your point over the other guy's point. Okay, and you can, you just let loose on him, and you got some emotion, man. Just let it through. Anything flies except for yo mama, and you could just try to make your point. We usually leave G back there in the soundproof booth, and then we give him the transcript, and he has to read over it, and he makes a decision 100% valid. So, Joe, would you like to go to the Kumite today? It's about a 30-second shit-talking match against my man Jeff. Now, I will just preface this. My man likes to come to the Kumite with death. And just some, he just likes to slap people when it comes to the Kumite. He's got a belt or two.
I don't know, man. I think someone else would be better off.
Okay, all right. We can take a proxy.
I want to listen in.
I can take old shit.
You want to take old shit? Nice. Nice. Okay. Joe, I have a good feeling about this. And you know what, Joe? As a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and leave you as a judge. Is that fair, gentlemen? Can I
guest judge?
There we go. Guest judge for the day.
Yeah, I like that.
All right. So, Joe, we're going to have these two guys go at it. Now, both of you guys go ahead and go to your corners, gentlemen, if you wouldn't mind. Just go ahead and separate from the middle of the red. Can we get the mats raised, please? Okay, got the mats going up here. Joe, have a seat. I think you're going to enjoy this. We are still going to lead with Slagle. Now, Slagle, it's the Kumite, brother. You know how this goes, man. All right? You know how this runs, all right? You are bringing, I believe you're bringing money problems. Is that what you got for the Kumite?
Yep.
Yeah, money problems and divorce. So, mats are raised. Everybody's ready to rock. Jeff, you got 30 seconds on the clock. Anything goes but your mama, kid. Hit it.
Money, money, money. That's what people talk about all the time. Listen, we have to survive. You got to have money to survive, to have a house, to have electricity, food, clothing, you name it. You got to have it. Who cares about bringing up past shit? Look, that's fine. Tune her out. Go in the other room. Deal with it. But money is a big issue. Banks come. Creditors come after you. The debtor guys, they'll take your car away. Man, money, money, money. There it is.
Wow. There you go. A little bit of that there. A little of that there for him. All right. You know, Slagle, I can appreciate your money problems, and my man over here is going to talk about a different problem. Let's go to the other side of the ring over here. Duder, you heard my man's money problems, and it looks like you get to go ahead and jump on those. This is the Kumite. You know what is going here, dude. Anything goes but your mama. And what do you got today? You got...
I got old shit.
You got old shit, not new shit. You got old shit. Anything goes with your mama, kid. Hit it.
I would like to start by quoting a famous philosopher, Christopher Wallace. Mo money, mo problems. It doesn't matter how much money you have, you're still going to have problems. They might just be different. But old shit is always going to be there. Why? Because it's old shit. You can't change it anymore. You could be sitting on a yacht in a gold robe with gold flippy floppies, and your wife is in a 24 karat gold bathing suit, and she's still going to be bringing up old shit. And you're going to be sitting there trying to drink your Cavassier with your maid, bringing you little sandwiches that all your money can buy you. And she's going to be bringing up shit from 8 years ago, just dragging you on your yacht, making you feel like the tiniest piece of shit that's ever sailed the 7 seas on $1 million yacht. So money can change, but old shit, you cannot change it. It's always going to be there. And if you can't forgive it, then you can't forget it.
There you go. Man.
Hey,
Dude,
Debo, how come he got 25 seconds over?
The bell. I couldn't hit the bell button.
good.
The bell button. See, it's stuck, and I couldn't hit it. There it goes. All right, we got. We're good. We're all.
We gotta oil that bell.
So, gentlemen, I'm going to go over here and talk to my man Joe here for a second, who is going through some stuff and hurt some times. Joe, you heard the arguments at hand. Somebody over here is talking some bullshit about some money. Somebody talking about some bullshit about some old shit. It is up to you, man. And Joe, I don't mean to take this lightly, but these two dudes are going to be really, really excited or sad, for the winner that you choose. So take a moment and explain to me your answer, and who would you like to choose?
Wow.
Old shit is the winner.
Oh, shit!
I will tell you
Kumite
why.
is season 3.
Yeah! Go ahead, Joe.
We've had money problems,
Yeah.
but old shit always comes up. Money problems always comes, but we can resolve it. Old shit never goes away.
Yeah.
Man, I can't disagree with you more, man, because there's too many old shit problems that I'm still dealing with, and that shit just won't go nowhere.
Nope.
I got to fight the other day. All of a sudden, 5 years ago. Wait a second. What about 5 years? What about 5 years ago? I did that 5 years ago. What are we talking about today? No, we're talking about 5 years ago. We're talking about 5 years ago. Well, let's bring up 20 years ago. Let's just go ahead and bring it all up.
You know what I just realized? I just realized that Joe is getting shit for multiple timelines. He's getting shit for the future, and he's getting shit for the past.
Yeah, he is. Dang.
So again, just be mad at me in the present.
Yeah, send me back to the
Slap
future,
right
man.
there. Slapped you from the past to the future.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. What's
That's
wrong with the future?
Bad taste
What's
in
wrong?
your mouth
What's
right
wrong?
there when you get slapped from the past to the future.
Yeah, what's wrong with the future? I don't see you. What's wrong with the past? You done fucked up. All right.
Yeah.
What's going on
Which
today?
brings us to the present.
The president ain't looking too good either.
Yeah.
Put a
That's
bow
hell of
on it.
Pimp slap.
Oh man.
Baby powder just all across the face.
All right, I got a it's lit or what are you smoking? If you guys want to play a little game to get out of here.
Yeah, man. Let's play this. Do this.
All right, Joe. So the way this works, I'll recap it for you, and maybe we have new audience members for season 3. So I have a list of 10 names. These 10 names are the most popular stripper names, because we know that divorcees heavily fund the stripping community.
We pay for college.
We know that there's
pay
for college out there. There's a stigma that if you don't have a father in the home, then you might grow up to be a stripper. I don't necessarily believe in that, but that's certainly a stereotype. So the connection from divorce to the stripping community is there. So that's how we got to the most popular strippers. So
thank you for drawing the lines, dude. Thank you for drawing the lines. I appreciate it.
So I'm going to give you the top 10 names. And Joe, if you think this name is on the top 10, then you will say it's lit. If you think I made it up and it's not in the top 10, then you will say, what are you smoking? And just to give you an example, we'll start. Everybody's going to play this, all 4 of you. So we'll start with Debo, go G, Jeff, and then Joe. So Joe kind of gets the hang of it on this first one here.
Sounds good.
All right. So name number 1, Debo, you're going to start us off. Is this in the top 10 for stripper names, most popular?
Got it.
Cinnamon.
It's lit.
Debo says it's lit.
It's lit. Absolutely.
Over to G.
Oh, it's lit.
G, definitely. G seems like he's got some experience with strippers named Cinnamon. So he says it's lit. Over to Jeff.
Lit.
Lit. And Joe.
Definitely lit.
Definitely lit. You are all wrong. The dude wins.
What?
Cinnamon,
what are you
Cinnamon
smoking?
comes in at number 45 on the list.
Oh,
That's
whatever.
Yes.
I disagree.
crazy.
Every redheaded stripper I ever met was Cinnamon.
Yeah,
they all came out.
Cinnamon.
I mean, granted, there aren't as many redheaded strippers when I go. I guess there's only 1 in 9 out of the ladies that are there. So maybe that's why, because there's just not as many of them. But I disagree. Cinnamon was definitely
One of
there.
my favorite porn stars name is Cinnamon.
I haven't seen that one, but I'm sure
Well,
Jeff
of course,
has.
she spells
Beep,
it
beep, bang bus.
S-I-N. Yeah, sin.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. All right.
That's good. All right, we're gonna go over to G. You're gonna start us off for this one. Number 2 is candy, and it could be any spelling variation of candy.
Oh, okay. It's lit.
It's lit. Over to Jeff.
I'll say lit.
Jeff's gonna go lit. Joe.
It is lit.
Joe says lit. Debo.
Price is right. What are you smoking?
What are you smoking? The price is wrong.
Ah!
Candy is lit.
Thank
It comes
you.
in at number 8 on the list.
Yes.
Also diminutive for Candace. Candy is spelled, and it gives all the different ways it's spelled, meaning sweet.
We all
The
know.
name was popularized in 1930.
Really?
That's what it says on. This is coming from Star 94.1.
Oh,
You know it's gotta be
I don't know
true.
why they're ranking stripper names, but that's where I'm
Why
getting
not?
the list.
They had a good
Why
show.
not? It's fair enough. Why not?
Yeah.
All right. Number 3, Jeff is going to start us off with number 3. We are going to go with Crystal. Crystal.
That's a hard one.
And again,
You know
all variations of the spelling count.
Wow, that's a hard one.
You know what? I'm going to go out on a limb on this. I'm going to say that's lit.
I don't know if that's a limb, but all right, Jeff's going, it's lit. Joe?
I just have that feeling.
What are you smoking?
Joe says, what are you smoking? We're going to go over to Debo.
Crystal, I'm going to say it's lit. Because I
Debo's
lost on the
gonna-
candy, which was the easy one. But I'm going to go
Right.
with the crystal. Why not?
Debo's lighting up the crystal. Over to G.
Gosh, I'm gonna say, what are you smoking on this one?
G is smoking. Crystal is the number 1 most popular stripper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Number
It
1.
says here became a
Why?
stylish name for women in the 1880s and peaked
1880s?
as the most popular name in 1981.
Wow.
Really?
based on the TV show Dynasty. I'm sure you watched that. G. I was a little too
Crystal
young.
Carrington. Yeah.
You got it. That's what it says. Crystal Carrington. I didn't bother to say the name. I didn't know.
Why do we have this guy on the show? Why do we have this guy? That's why we have this guy on the show. Fact check. G. What does it say?
Okay.
All right. So what was that? 3. We're gonna go to the 4th one. Jeff is gonna start us off here.
No.
Wait, was that?
I started off last time.
You're right. There we go. Joe is gonna start us off here. Joe, your name to start us off for most popular stripper names is Cherry. Cherry like the fruit.
What are you smoking?
Joe is smoking. Over to Debo.
What are you smoking? No cherry.
Debo is smoking on cherry. He doesn't like the cherries.
No
Over
cherry.
to G.
It's lit.
G is lit. And Jeff.
It's like poker having that last seat, huh?
Yeah. Jeff's going smoking.
Smoking.
Smoking. All right. Cherry is number 11 on the list. It is What Are You Smoking? It's just outside the top 10.
I like having me some cherries.
Yeah. It says it was a lot more popular, but in the 60s is when the popularity started to decline. I don't know why.
That makes sense for me then. Okay.
That's why G put it in there. 'Cause that's,
You try.
all right. So that was number 4. Back to Debo to start us off
cherry
with.
forever.
Oh, see, there you go.
Couldn't find a cherry in the 60s.
Another movie reference that I saw as a child that I probably shouldn't have seen. The 5th one, Debo, you're going to start us off with Destiny.
Oh,
Don't
so
mess up,
nice,
Debo.
so nice.
Oh gosh.
So nice. You know, the problem is it going to hit the top 10? I don't know, but I sure like it.
Right.
So it's lit. Yeah, we're going to go and leave that in there for sure.
We're going to go lit over to G.
What are you smoking?
G is smoking. Over to Jeff.
Smoking.
Jeff is smoking. Over to Joe.
I think I gotta go with lit.
You got to go with it's lit. Destiny, meaning predetermined fate. I'm just reading off the thing.
Yeah.
Is number 14 on the rankings. It is What Are You Smoking?
Oh man.
Destiny rose to popularity in 1980 and peaked in 1999 among top 5 most popular names.
Raise your hand if you ever seen a Destiny. Come on, raise your hand if you ever seen a Destiny. See there. That's 50% right there. That's 50%. See,
Mine too.
right here. See, look at that. More than 50%. Look at there. All right.
I got something
All
else.
right.
I call shenanigans. Go ahead.
Jeff has something else up every time Destiny comes around.
Beep,
So
wallet.
5 names in, Jeff is unsurprisingly running away with stripper names.
Oh wow.
He has 4. Everybody else has 2.
Are you serious?
Okay.
We knew this was the outcome.
According to my score, yeah.
Yeah, we knew this was the outcome, Mr. Bus. It's fine.
G, you're going to start us off for round 2 here. We got 5 more. Round 2, starting off with Ginger.
I thought.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That was.
Dang. That's my 70s name right there.
Yeah.
What are you smoking?
Ginger is smoking. All right, over to Jeff.
This is tough, man. All I'm thinking is like Ginger from Gilligan's Island.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't think she
That
was
was
a
she
stripper.
was the movie star, wasn't she?
She
Yeah.
didn't strip that off.
Yes, he was.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
she was so hot though.
That's true.
I was more of a Marianne kind of good.
Weren't we all?
That's lit. That's lit.
Jeff's going, it's lit. Over to Joe.
Smoking.
Joe is smoking. And Debo, you're going to round us off here.
Smoking.
Smoking. Ginger is number 7
Son of a
on the
bitch.
list. It is lit.
Would these chicks come up with like more inventive names?
Dang.
You know, because Ginger. Come on, Ginger.
It says Ginger Grant, played by Tina Louise, the glamorous movie star who was a castaway on an uncharted island that hit comedy Gilligan's Island. It became a favorite throughout the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
There you go.
Whatever.
I said during the 70s. I knew it
Yeah,
was.
you hit that. You hit that very good.
I don't.
So that is, I think G started that one off. So Jeff's going to start this one off.
Dang.
Jeff, your name is Chastity.
Ooh.
I'm going to say that's lit. That's too hot to be lit.
Right,
Be
isn't
lit.
it? Over to Joe.
I think that's smoking.
Joe is smoking on chastity. And Debo?
All right, guys, here coming to the stage, going to be on Chastity.
Yeah.
Lit.
And her belt.
Lit.
That's why I always thought it was maybe the wrong name to pick for a stripper, but sure, go ahead.
Okay.
G, you're going to finish us off here.
It's lit.
G's going, it's lit. And chastity is number 16 on the list. What are you smoking? I believe Joe is the only one who got that.
I was going to say it was going to be number 11. Just missed it. Sorry, sir.
Oh,
yeah. This
that
says,
doesn't seem right.
This says, and I quote, chastity climaxed in 1979, reaching the top 400 most common names.
Damn right she did.
Yeah. But surged again in 1994.
Mm.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so that was number 7. So we are on 8. So Joe, you're going to start us off.
Is it anywhere close?
8.
Is it anywhere close between the bus and
So
70s
we got,
review?
Let's see, we got 3
Oh,
left.
yeah, what's the score?
8, 9, and we got 3 left. So there's everybody's still in the game.
Okay.
Jeff has 5. Joe has 3. Debo and G have 2 each.
Well, there you go.
Come on, Bob Barker. Let's put this thing in.
All right, let's
Dwayne,
bring
you're gonna lose
this ship to shore. Joe, you have Bambi.
Ooh.
Crap.
Every stripper's first movie.
There you go. I always think of The Sandlot. That wimpy deer.
I just think of the movie. It's so sad. Bang bang.
Of course, Bambi is a strange name for a stripper since he was a boy.
Yeah, they don't think that far into it.
Right, sorry about that, guys.
Joe, it's lit, or what are you smoking?
What's the? My system is shut off. I'm on my phone right now.
Bambi.
What was the?
Bambi.
What's the name? Bambi. Bambi. That's lit.
Bambi's lit. Over to Debo.
It's lit.
Debo's lit. Over to G.
It's lit.
Jeff, you can you have the option to put it away here, or everybody's going to catch up with you.
See, here's the thing, man. To me, that sounds more like a porn star name, but I'll say that's lit.
Everybody is wrong. Bambi is number 19 on the list.
Jeff could have closed the door right there.
What? It fell out of favor in the 80s, is what it says.
Okay.
All right, we got 2 more.
Bambi.
So Joe can still catch up.
still win.
Debo and G are just playing for fun.
Soccer tournament.
Yeah.
Soccer tournament. And we are up to Debo again. You're going to start us off with Brandy. She'll get you drunk, but is she on the top 10?
What are you smoking? I'm gonna try to make an attempt at this. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna try to get in here the last minute. Just get a little higher.
Yeah. What are you smoking? Over to G.
Yeah.
It's lit.
G is lit. Over to Jeff for Brandy.
I like that name.
Okay.
That's not the question.
Then I'll say that's lit.
Over to Jeff. So Jeff says it's lit. Over to Joe. Brandy. Joe.
I think it's smoking.
Joe thinks it's smoking. Brandy is number 4 on the list.
Yeah.
Briefly peaked in popularity 2004, 2005, a time when singer Brandy released her hit debut album.
Yummy.
All right. We got 1 more for the soccer tournament here because Jeff has run away with it.
Yes, he has.
So we are going to go.
That's for death. That's for slugger.
Right up my alley. Get back for my championship.
Right. The final stripper. Jeff, you're going to start. I'm sorry, G. You're going to close us out here. Coco.
Oh wow!
And just to help you out here, this includes Coco Chanel, Coco Puffs, and Coco.
I'm still gonna go. Well,
damn, dude.
oh,
I never heard so much debate on this show.
Yeah.
I've never seen so many grown men debate themselves to their core over names.
Mm-hmm.
So horrible.
It's lit.
Yeah.
It's lit. Yeah. All right. Over to Jeff.
There you go.
Cocoa butter.
It's short
what are you
for
smoking?
Nicolette, if that helps. I didn't know that.
There you go.
Really?
Nobody knew
Yeah,
that.
that's what it says.
What are you smoking?
Smoking for Jeff. Over to Joe. Cocoa.
It's lit.
It's lit. And Debo.
The name of my first ever stripper. Coco.
There you go.
It's lit. It's got to be it's lit.
His name was Coco?
His name was Coco. His name was Coco.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Coco
That's
Chris.
awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out Coco Chris. Coco Beware.
Coco beware.
Yeah,
the
Frankie.
wrestler.
Coco comes in at number 40. 40 on the list. What are you smoking?
Wow. No wonder
It
it was going
says
first.
the name is of French origin and has not been popular as an American name.
She wasn't French.
Really? They haven't been to my clubs.
As well, there you go. It says you may also have heard of Coco at the Cheetah Club. This is direct quote
Yes.
from the article. So I have not, but that's maybe I'm missing out.
Coco
Jeff
is,
wins.
one of the stars
It's
of the
lit,
Cheetah.
or what are you smoking? Jeff, you lose the Kumite, but you win. It's lit, or what are you smoking?
Sweet.
You
I'll
know,
take my let me put on my robe here. Crown. Thank you.
You win one free lap dance from your choosing of any of your other competitors.
Well, I don't know about Coco, man. That's 40. But that's also a guy's name. But
you know what, Josh?
Or Brandy.
Usually, right now we take everybody to the locker room. Is that fair?
Yeah.
I
think we should.
I think it's fair to go to the locker room, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make a left. We can put the locker room up. There it is. I'm gonna take a left. You know where I'm gonna go? I'm gonna meet our first
You
guest.
take everybody to the stage.
No, I'm gonna go meet my first guest. He's actually got something to do. I'm gonna meet him over here in court. Hey, buddy. Hey, Joe. How's it going, buddy? Joe?
Yep.
Okay, there he is. Yeah, have a seat, brother. I just put your paperwork in front of you. We're sitting here down in the courtroom and have a good conversation before we let you go. Hey, man. Joe, I can't thank you enough, man, for coming on the show. I mean that from the bottom of my heart, man. You were going through one of the most difficult times, I'm sure, in your life, and to come on and show and share that with us, man, it's just, I can't appreciate that so much. Thank you for coming on the show. Did you have a good time at least, brother?
I certainly did. Thank you for inviting me, man.
Anytime, man. You got an open seat to come back here. We're going to be, wondering what happens in the future, and we hope you drop us a line so we can keep informed here. Wishing you all the best with the family. I know it's going to work out for the best for you, and I know the guys are wishing you the same. So have a seat here in the courtroom. Finish up your paperwork. Don't forget to cross the T's, dot the I. When you're done with your paperwork, just go ahead and put a 1, a slash, and a 2, and then equal, and then just leave it blank, and then you'll be fine. You'll get out of here just fine. Joe, always a pleasure. Catch you next time, brother. Okay.
Thanks, man. Thanks,
All right.
you guys.
Worries.
Have a good day.
All right. Sliding over here. Let me leave the courtroom real quick. No, yes. All my shit's paid. Get off me. Okay, anyways. Slide back over here to the locker room here, the victorious locker room. Back here in the back. Looks like we got Hentucky
Come on
Hank.
in,
What?
Dwayne.
Hank over here
Grab
chilling?
that green bottle by the
Got him.
door.
Did you take Hank from the dude? Did you go to the dude's house and just steal his varmint? I mean, what?
No.
Okay,
No,
you got
he hopped in an Uber and showed up on my front door over the weekend.
Hank over there, got a beer, just chilling, and okay, all right. Well, hey man, did you
Yes, sir.
did you take down a victory today?
I did. I'm happy because this is a great way to start off season 3.
Yeah. No. What your victory was for? What again?
Well, it wasn't a Kumite victory.
No,
but
no,
it
no.
was the litter smoking for stripper. Oh, that's right, stripper name.
Stripper names. I mean, I gotta be honest with you, man. I had a side bet coming into this, and I won that you were gonna take the stripper bet names down. So
that?
thank you for making me some money. I appreciate that. But hey, Slagle, doing a great job on the show, man. I appreciate everything you're producing for us. And the locker room is interesting. I don't know why it's half pink and half blue, but maybe that's because you're a 3.5 like the rest of us. Good, nice job on the stripper names.
Thank you,
sir. Put that one out there for you. And can't wait to see you back here in the show, man.
Right. And by the way, I do call a little bit of BS on the Kumite because he went 25 seconds over. That's like we gotta work on that. But
the official who was officiating there was a new time for him today, so we appreciate anything you do. But next time you can put that one in. But Slagle, always a
put
pleasure.
An asterisk on that one.
Oh well,
much like the Dodgers World Series. Let's put an asterisk on that first win there, dude.
So they might have a problem with that, brother. All right, brother. Well, until next time, we'll catch you then. Peace out, Jeff. Let me leave this locker room over here and slide over here into this next locker room here. Get this wheelchair out of the way, and it just says stroke, and I'm not. Yes. I ain't stroking shit. Yo, G, you in here, man? Wake up. Okay, there you are.
It used to have Big Daddy on.
Well, now it's either telling me what happened or what to do, and I just don't know, exactly.
It used to be Big Daddy Long.
Oh, okay, I understand. They just took all that off. Okay, now it's just stroke. Okay.
So now it's just big. Now we just have stroke.
Okay, that's all right. That's okay. G, thank you for your insight today for the show. I really appreciate you putting that out there for my man and everybody. And so, did you have a good time on the show today?
Always do.
Yeah, there you go.
And now I got to go to the doctor.
I don't even. Fine. What for? I'll ask.
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm just always there, so I might as well just show up.
Gee, I mean, you never
find something.
You never hold back. What's wrong with you? I don't know, man. I should go to the doctor. This is fucking bullshit.
They'll find something to do.
All right. Well, G, stay well, and we'll catch you. We'll catch you real soon. Appreciate you, brother. All right.
You too.
All right, man. I'm gonna get out of this locker room right here. Cruise myself out here to the parking lot where dude has been on a road show. For some reason, he's driving a Lamborghini today. What the hell? Dude, don't come up. Maybe this. How do you even open this door? Oh, shit.
Goes up.
Damn. Yo, kid, when'd you get this?
So I married this older woman, right? And scoped out her will. Saw that my name wasn't really, a whole lot in there.
Sure. So
I got that divorce early.
Just go ahead and just take that, and then you got you this.
Yeah, I mean, she had multiple cars.
Wow.
It is a 50-50 state, but I just said, one car, one house, all good.
Just took that as I swear. Well, dude, for it being a show that was meant to take half, I think it did a pretty fullness of the show. A couple people got to divulge. You know what I'd be proud of on this show? Not one person said, bitch. Like nobody decided to come from that angle. Everybody decided to come from the angle of like just real life and real stories. So I appreciate.
I mean, if we came from different angles, maybe we wouldn't all be divorced. Shout out to Joe for coming on the show and opening himself up and speaking on it. I know when I was going through that, I probably wouldn't have been able to do this show without crying and getting pretty emotional. So props to him for that. We should bring Joe back on a different subject when he can have a little bit more fun. He was a good guest. I'd like to see him back on the show. Shout out to Slagle, doing a wonderful job producing the show. I called him in a panic on Saturday. I thought we were going to have to get a new mascot. I lost Hank. I was freaking out. I thought maybe my dog ate him. And Slagle told me he was drinking with Hendertucky Hank. I guess he Ubered over to Artie Moreno's house, and Artie didn't want him.
Expensive ass Uber.
So Slagle took him in. So that was good. I'm glad we didn't have to replace Hank. Shout out G, doing a wonderful job on the ones and twos in the G Music Studio. Man, how far has this show come, Debo? You and I, starting season 1, episode 1. I had 10 pages of scripted notes for the show.
Sure did.
Wanted to make sure everything I said was well thought out and written down. and I, it sounded like Siri was reading a script instead of me talking to you as we normally do. Now we're on season 3. I don't even show up prepared. I just I just keep it 90 and put my trust and faith in the wonderful behind the scenes people we have. And man, we've come leaps and bounds as a show.
I mean, to make it to season 3, first of all, I didn't, I had no anticipation. But to do to be starting this 3rd season feels really, really good, and it's glad to have made it here. And you're right, dude. We're being supported by a couple of really, really great cast members, good people that are really helping us out. And shout out Jeff, shout out G, shout out Joe. Thank you, by the way, dude, for putting Joe up there and making sure that we know what he's going through. We appreciate him for coming on. We're going to get him back on the show when things are lighter, and definitely want to check in with the future on that. But dude, season 3, not in the bag, but definitely the shot is in the air. I feel like we're going to pull down a few points in this season and hit that triple-double, maybe. What'd you think? Just to be clear, I don't know. I actually don't know what that means. Just to be clear, I don't know what it means to be a triple-double, but I just, it sounded good.
Well, that's all right. Okay. I mean, Kanye said he wrote the rap and produced it, and he called that a triple-double, but I only count 2 things.
Okay.
So, you can call whatever you want a triple-double at this point. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So season 3, I feel like we should get into a little more diversification of our show. Maybe get back to some interviews. Mm-hmm. Those were pretty popular in the past.
Yeah.
So maybe do a little bit more of that, and just kind of, now that we've got the foundation in place, now we start to build out and see where we can go with it.
Shout out Adam Jacoby. Shout out Nicole Nastemski. I think I said it right. And shout out Slagel's got one more for us coming. An entertainer. I didn't catch. I forget his name. He told it to us the other day. We got 3 interviews that we would like to do in season 3, and I'm gonna just shout them out right now, man. I'm gonna call them out by name. We're gonna knock these things out in the season 3 for sure. We've changed the show. We got to let people know who we are for season 2. Season 1, we kind of played with you. With season 3, I think we're gonna wrap this thing up and put it up on a couple of places, and it could get interesting, dude. It could get interesting from here on out. I definitely see that coming.
Well, I'm going to keep my mouth shut this time. I know I got us in a little bit of legal trouble last time, jumping the gun, saying where our show was going to go before all the T's were crossed and the I's were dotted, and the lawyers didn't like that too much. So I'm just going to say we're working on some bigger things.
Very nice. Don't worry about it now, because luckily Joe will have a good lawyer for us. You ready to get out of here, brother? I mean, this is a nice Lamborghini. I mean, I'm not going to say. I think we're just going to take this and skate up out of here. What do you say?
I mean, we can do that, but you got to know where you're going, because this gets 3 gallons to the mile.
3? Oh, damn.
Yeah, the gas mileage isn't great.
I'm just going to the gas station.
Perfect. That's all. That's the only place I'm ever going nowadays.
It's about as far as you can make it. Well, dude, let's get out of here. We'll catch you guys maybe Monday. If not, we'll come back here on Thursday. If that sounds about right. Right, dude?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get up on out. And just for you,
like my ex-wife said, I'm done with this.
Drank all the booze, and the doggy drank up all the booze. Who let him in? And nobody knows. And the doggy where you go in all the booze. I think he went to Jeff's locker room. Where is the booze? And the doggy where is all the Boo.